What if the government secretly experimented on its own citizens without them ever knowing? For years, this sounded like something out of a conspiracy theory, but in reality, it was something far more disturbing. During the height of the Cold War, fear controlled everything. The United States was locked in a silent battle with its enemies, one that wasn't just fought with weapons, but with information, control, and influence. And in that climate of fear, the Central Intelligence Agency began asking a dangerous question: could the human mind be controlled? The answer led to one of the most controversial secret programs in history, MK Ultra. Officially, it didn't exist. Unofficially, it ran for years. The goal was simple but terrifying: to find ways to manipulate thoughts, extract information, and control behavior. And to do that, they needed test subjects. But instead of volunteers, many of those subjects had no idea they were part of anything at all. Ordinary people, sitting in bars, visiting hospitals, attending routine appointments, were unknowingly pulled into experiments. Some were secretly given substances like LSD. No warning, no consent, no understanding of what was about to happen. At first, the effects seemed unpredictable: disorientation, confusion, hallucinations. For some, it ended quickly. For others, the effects lasted much longer. And in certain cases, the psychological damage didn't just disappear, it stayed. The experiments didn't stop there. Researchers explored hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and extreme interrogation methods. They wanted to know how far the human mind could be pushed before it broke. All of this was hidden behind layers of secrecy: classified documents, fake organizations, carefully controlled information. Even people inside the system didn't always know the full picture. But secrets like this don't stay buried forever. Years later, fragments of the truth began to surface. Journalists started asking questions. Documents were uncovered. Witnesses began to speak. And slowly, a hidden program came into the light. Investigations revealed that these experiments had gone on for years, that people had been used without their knowledge, and that some records had been deliberately destroyed to erase the evidence. The public reaction was immediate: shock, anger, disbelief. How could something like this happen in secret for so long? Officials were called to answer for what had been done, but many questions were never fully resolved, because when information is destroyed, the full truth becomes harder to find. In the end, MK Ultra became one of the most disturbing examples of how far power can go when no one is watching. Because sometimes the most dangerous experiments aren't conducted in the open, they're hidden, classified, buried in silence. And it leaves one question that still lingers today: if this stayed hidden for so long, what else still is?